Well, while we mourn the sad end of Coolwind the Rye joystick maker, let's console ourselves with tonight's reviews. This week we throw the Marquess of Queensberry rules out of the window as we look at beat-em-ups. First up on the NES, free your hometown from the clutches of some odious bloke or other in Street Gangs.
It looks old. The graphics are pretty poor. The little men are sort of short, squat creatures that sort of maraud about.
I'd rather sit in a vat of pulse manure than play this game. Give it to your worst enemy as a birthday present.
With games such as Star Wars and Mega Man 3 on the NES, this really is no competition against them. So, in my opinion, stay well clear.
Next up on the Mega Drive, go head-to-head with the iron-pumping yobbos of tomorrow in Fighting Masters.
Fighting Masters is really a poor man's Street Fighter 2, to be honest. Basically, it's more just smash the buttons and direct the joystick.
The graphics are good, the sound's good, but there's nothing really to make it really gel together.
Hang on to your money that little bit longer and buy Streets of Rage 2.
Finally, they're lean, green and hyped to the extreme on your Super NES screen. Turtles 4, Turtles in Time.
These guys are tragically unhit. I mean, they're all rather pathetic these days, but the Turtles game itself is actually not too bad.
Graphics and sound are both excellent, but you can get bored after a while, and it is very, very easy. I'd recommend this, but for young players only.
Now for this week's feature. All games begin as the merest of glints in the eye of programmers. This week we look at System 3's Putty from conception to completion with programming messiah Phil Thornton.
I went to India for an extended holiday in order to design a new type of game. I wanted the game to be fluid, rather than the usual old concept of a character with legs that runs and walks and jumps. I came up with the idea of silly putty. Basically, I used to have a blob of it when I was a kid. To start with, I sketched the silly putty in a A2 pad. Started him off as a sphere, put the eyes on him, then produced some movements for him on paper.
Come on, man, I love you now.
Every single nasty begins life as a similarly humorous yet two-dimensional drawing. Step 2 involves bringing them all to life.
The initial graphics are drawn on the Amiga itself and animated. You make up some sprite files, you make up some backgrounds to test.
Step 3 involves piecing the levels together block by scrupulous block. The nasties are placed in strategic positions and the gameplay is tested to make sure Phil hasn't been too over-ambitious. Step 4, the sound.
We bring in a musician, obviously composes a wacky theme tune, and we actually generate sampled effects for all of the characters.
Too bad. Just listen.
Step 5, game graphics are pilfered for box illustrations and the game is up and kicking. So, how long does it take a grown man with facial hair to make one game?
Silly Putty took about 16 months of hard work for a team of 7 people.
If you want to caress the final product, Putty is available in the shops today. Alternatively, Putty is just one of hundreds of brand new games you'll be able to try out if you come to GamesMaster Live, a 3-day exhibition at the Birmingham NEC on December 4th, 5th and 6th. You'll also be able to blast your mates on Quasar, the laser shoot-'em-up. Get a life for yourself like this young gentleman in virtual reality. Test drive all the latest arcade games and take on the GamesMaster himself at all the challenges you've seen on TV. For a very special day out, call the NEC box office on 021 780 4133. Do tell them if you're in the GamesMaster Club because there are special discounts for all members. Well, the diver got quite wet with those ones.